Yo, boys, today I want to explain to you why nobody likes you and how you can make people start to like you. Let's get into it. So, why don't people like you? You might be in a bit of a weird position where I'm guessing you're not like a really mean person or like a complete dickhead. If that's the case, just maybe stop being a dickhead. But you might be in the weird position where you kind of have friends, but you don't really have like any genuine friendships with anybody and like no one really likes you that much and it's you're kind of in this weird position. So, how do you go from that where you're kind of lukewarm with everybody and you don't really have great friends, but also no one doesn't like you to go into the next level where you have really deep connections with people, really great friendships, things like that. So, the number one thing I can tell you is that you are too needy. I'm This works with girls, with guys you want to be friends with, anything like that. If you go up to someone and you're trying to tailor yourself to them, if you're trying to steer the conversation in a way that you think they'd like and you're not actually interested in, or you're trying to do things that you think they'd find interesting, or if you're talking to a really smart person, you might start overthinking and trying to say something really smart, which comes across, you might think it comes across normal, but it comes across as really, really weird, and people find that off putting. You might be able to think of a time that someone was kind of needy to you and you found it weird, like someone was trying really, really hard to like be friends with you or look cool at you. It's just such a weird, kind of cringy energy to give off, and it repulses people away so fast. The next thing I can really tell you is that you're way too inauthentic. You literally care way too much about what the other people think of you, and you're scared to say things that you want to say. And quite frankly, you can't be scared of people not liking you. If you have no one that doesn't like you, you're not going to have people that like you, and vice versa. So, what do I mean by this? Is say the things you want, say the things you think are funny, be the person you want to be and be as authentic as you possibly can, because if you're not authentic, you're going to attract someone or be friends with someone that you don't even want near you because you're not actually compatible with them if you built a friendship off of you being super inauthentic for no reason. So, it's very, very important to understand that if you have good friends, if you have people that like you, for every person that likes you, there's going to be someone that probably doesn't like you, and you need to understand that. I'm not saying be a jerk. I'm not saying be mean to people. Don't hurt anyone. But you just need to understand that not everyone's going to love you. Not everyone says, "Oh, I love Zach so much." Some people probably don't like me. Some people probably think I'm too tall and like jacked and whatever. So yeah, you need to understand that. And I wrote on my notes here, the third thing is that you stink. This can literally mean physically, like your hygiene is very important. But again, with the needy thing, is it's when you're super needy, you give off this weird energy, and it's all almost kind of stinky. Like it's not physically stinky, but it's just like you get the same reaction to a needy person that you do to a stinky person. So I won't go over that too much, but I will talk about hygiene here because it's actually very important. So, the basic things. I would recommend 100% shower every morning. Lots of people shower at night before bed, and there's this big argument between should I shower in the morning or at night. Honestly, if you really like to shower at night, I would say shower in the morning and at night. Obviously, you don't want to use shampoo every single day. I'd recommend getting shampoo and conditioner separate. It depends what kind of hair you have. If you have long hair, my hair's not too long. I got my hood up because my hair looks like that right now. But don't shampoo every single day. You can look into all that stuff. I'm not an expert. But what you need to focus on is that kind of stuff. I shower every morning no matter what. And if you love showering at night, do both. Like it's literally fine. Brushing your teeth. So I have a pen here. The mistake a lot of people make is they brush their teeth like this, and they literally just brush their teeth, but they forget to brush their tongue. That's where all the bad breath is. So you can kind of imagine all the food you eat, everything touches your tongue, and your tongue's a bit like a sponge, so it all just sticks there. And the bad breath you have doesn't just come from your teeth, it comes from mostly the things that stick on your tongue. So whenever I'm brushing my teeth, whenever I brush my teeth, I do all the teeth like that, and then I literally like, sorry, that was weird. I like deep throat the toothbrush until like I'm almost gagging pretty much, and I scrub my tongue really good, and that's what keeps your breath fresh more than gum. I use mouthwash, but I don't think it's a game changer or anything. But the number one thing is brushing your tongue 100%, as well as flossing. One thing you can do is I like to use the little flossing sticks instead of just the string. You use the floss and then literally smell it, like it smells bad. So here's some dental hygiene advice. This is so random, but it's very important. Like, people don't really pick up on this stuff, but they'll pick up on it if you don't do it and you smell bad. So that's very important. The toothpaste I use, I would recommend using fluoride-free toothpaste. You can go down this whole rabbit hole about it, but basically the number one thing it directly does is lowers your testosterone. Fluoride is really bad for your health, and obviously you don't swallow it, but still you kind of do. And I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but as soon as I stopped using fluoride toothpaste, I like kind of stopped getting cavities, and my teeth got whiter, and my mouth just feels healthier, and I have less bad breath. Just saying, just gonna leave that out there. I'd recommend trying fluoride-free toothpaste. The one I use is Burt's Bees, I think it's called, which isn't perfect. It's still not fully natural, but it doesn't have fluoride in it, so that's important. Next thing is your haircuts and shaving and stuff. Haircuts, that's self-explanatory. Find something that suits you well. Depends on how long your hair is, but I try and get my hair done every 10 days, 2 weeks or so. Obviously, I'm lacking behind on that. But the other thing is shaving. A lot of young people, they have these like really patchy beards. Bro, just shave it. You'll look so much better. And yeah, make sure you smell good. Make sure you do your deodorant. I don't wear cologne all the time, but definitely for special occasions, stuff like that. It's also not that good for you. I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, all of that's very important. I hope this helps a lot. If you're interested, just released a school community where you can unleash your confidence, unleash your potential. One-on-one calls with me. We're going to build a huge community where you can get advice tailored to you. Hope this helps you out and everything. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.